Well, guys, little good news, bad news. I got to race last night. I have hardly any video of it at all. I had trouble with the car again. Same oil line popped off again, and fortunately enough, this time I saved it and managed to get enough oil back in it I could run. Unfortunately, video-wise, I don't have hardly anything of it. Had a problem with one of my GoPro cams last night. Battery went dead, and then I don't have the right SD card for it. It's supposed to be a faster SD card than what I had. So, no GoPro footage. I think I took one video in the pits, and I'm not 100% sure it came out worth a shit because there was a race running at the time and it was super loud. Basic rundown though, went out for practice, oil line fell off, realized it was an oil line, shut the motor off immediately, got off the track. Had my brother-in-law with me. We went around to every trailer in the pits and asked for anybody who had spare quarts of oil, because when we got back to the pits, the car would still start, still run, so there was a little bit of oil in it, and it had a little bit of oil pressure. So I know it wasn't far off. We didn't lose a ton. The car holds 9 quarts, so they're intentionally hold a lot of oil, and so begged, borrowed, and from everybody to get some oil back in this thing. Managed to get 4 or 5 quarts put in it. Got to where it built oil pressure. Said heck with it, we're gonna race it. You know, after we spent all that time building that motor, I really didn't want to hurt it, but I really wanted to get some laps in. Went out for the heat race. It got a little warm, wasn't super concerned about it. Made some laps, pulled off a little early, just to kind of conserve some things. And made some adjustments on the chassis because the car was crazy loose. Actually got it tightened up for the feature. Went out to the feature. Had the GoPro malfunction. That kind of sucked. Steve, my brother-in-law, told me while I was sitting on the grid that it was the GoPro wouldn't kick on, which sucks. It was my brand new GoPro. Not sure what happened with that. I think the battery was I don't know whether the battery's just bad or what, but get that fixed in the future. I still have the old GoPro, so I'd like to get that mounted on the car as well. So we'll have 2 GoPros, one forward, one backwards. Went out with the feature. Had a caution, dodged a wreck. I was content with running in the back. I didn't want to push the car too hard, especially knowing it didn't have a whole lot of oil in it, and it was hot. It was 90 last night outside, and the car wanted to run warm anyway. But for the most part, the longer I was out there, the more I was like, I wanted to go. I wanted to step on the gas pedal and see what I could do. And I was in the back. I made a couple passes on people, and what triggered it all is there was a car that was behind me, and he snuck up on the inside of me. I see out my driver's window that there was a dude there. I was like, no, no. I just held her down, and man, from that point on, it was like, all right, we can move forward. I know I can move forward now. So that is a huge step in the right direction. Had a few more cautions. The cautions is what killed me more than anything, because the longer we went in the cautions, the less air that was going through the car, and it wouldn't get cool. And plus it was low on oil, so the temperature started climbing up. Eventually we had a caution. I'm not sure where we were at lap count wise, but I'm like, you know what, let's just save this thing. We'll get it off the track, get it cooled down, make sure it still starts and runs, and we'll go from there. I think I finished, there was 19 of us there. I think I was 12th or 13th just due to attrition, so that's good. You know, almost a top 10. I'm not disappointed. We pulled off the track, we saved the motor. Wife said there was something glowing hot underneath the car. I'm gonna get her out here in a minute and point to the general area of where it was at, and hopefully I can get that figured out. But the car moved forward. I'm happy. I really did. When I pulled off the track last night, I had a smile on my face. Felt really good about it. I owe a bunch of drivers a bunch of oil. Fortunately enough, I can remember all their faces, so I'll bring them some oil. No complaints, man. Other than we dodged a bullet, and I think we're gonna keep this thing going for next time. I'm going to keep this video short. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of video of everything that went on. I'll try to do a little bit better next time and make sure everything's cross all my T's, dot all my I's, all that crap. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and like, share, subscribe, do all those crazy things. Come see me on Twitch, Pigpen13, PIGPIN 13. Come check me out, man. Thanks.